Tonight on CTV, find out why climate change is affecting birds. Plus, the water polo team is back in action. See where their next meet is and see a time lapse of the famous painting of the A. It all starts now on CTV News. Hey Rams, welcome to CTV News. I'm Patrick Enslow.
And I'm Kay Bennett, filling in for Bryn Carmen tonight. The 345-space parking garage at the Summit on College has been appealed yet again. This is the second appeal on the project. One appeal is from the business owners of the Laboratory Restaurant in Kaplan's building, and the second appeal is from a city council member who questions if the garage complies with the city's land use code. For now, the issue returns back to the city council, who will likely hear the appeal in early December.
CSU Club Water Polo making a splash on campus. We caught up with the team last weekend as they prepare for New Mexico. Water polo, a sport unfamiliar to many native Coloradoans and almost unheard of on the CSU campus.
Yeah, as soon as everything started collapsing in terms of all the water polo teams at CSU started going down, I started asking around, anyone that would swim, or even sometimes I'd just look at someone and they'd be wearing a water polo shirt and I'd ask them, do you play water polo? I realized that there is a lot of people. After playing for fun on local Fort Collins teams, Mackenzie took it upon himself to start the CSU Water Polo Team. When I realized there wasn't a club team and a void needed to be filled, it was just kind of a natural thing.
It hasn't been all easy for Mackenzie, from getting times at pools like these to raising money.
Fundraise for my family. My aunt, my grandma were generous, and we got an initial about 200 down, and then from then we were collecting club dues.
With enough money to start, Sam started to promote the club on campus.
Yeah, most of our recruitment has come from posters we put up in the rec center at CSU, as well as there was an involvement fair.
At the involvement fair, the club was able to run into top-notch international talent.
I played for a couple of Saudi Arabian clubs, Safa and Al Qadisiyah, and I played 3 years for junior Saudi Arabia national team.
After taking time away from the game, water polo couldn't have come at a better time for Mustafa.
I stopped playing water polo for almost 6 years since I came to United States, and for that 6 years I was craving water polo, and I found my opportunity with this club.
With the team slowly gaining momentum, Mackenzie thinks the future is very bright for this team.
I think our ceiling is really high. I don't think there's a shortage of water polo players or even athletes who can swim, which is all it takes to be a water polo player.
Patrick Enslow, CTV News. The club will not be affiliated with a conference until next fall, but will work to add more players to the roster. The club is participating in a tournament next month in New Mexico. Kay, it was so hot today.
It was pretty bad. I was definitely running for the shade.
I know. Austin, what's up? What's in store the rest of this week?
Well, Patrick and Kay, after a pretty warm one today, warm weather is going to be returning again tomorrow. Let's take a look at your conditions tonight first, though. Outside, we're looking at our live cam from 9 News, and it's a shot of the IM fields. Plenty of people out and about tonight. That's because we have some beautiful weather, of course, after a sunny, warm day today. What else could you expect for a beautiful evening as well? Here's your evening planner, or your current graphic, that is, for Fort Collins. 68 degrees right now in Fort Collins. This is down at the airport, probably a degree or so warmer up here at CSU, 69 maybe. Winds are from the southeast at 5 miles per hour this evening. That will help to bring some warm air from the south and help us to cool down a little more slowly. Those clear skies persisting throughout the night. Your evening planner showing plenty of clear skies throughout the night. Over the next 3 hours, maybe if you're going to be out and about, 10, 11, and 12 will be falling from the mid-60s into the low 60s. And again, those clear skies, we saw them all day today, and they're not going anywhere this evening as well. And coming up tomorrow, we'll have those clear skies returning again. I'll tell you just how warm we're going to get and what you can expect for your weekend. Patrick and Kay, back to you.
New reports about climate change have been a huge talker lately. According to national studies, global warming is affecting more than just the ice caps. Many animals are migrating to new locations to beat the heat, and it is not a good thing.
Was the most affected by that?
Climate change and birds. Two things we might not realize go hand in hand. Rocky Mountain Raptor program has seen an increase of southeastern birds come through their doors recently. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration just released a report saying that August 2014 temperatures around the globe were the hottest they've seen since the 1800s.
No matter where we are, we have raptors living and sharing the same space with us. And as a wild animal, they really are no different from us, needing the same 5 elements of habitat: food, water, air, shelter, and space. And if we want to be part of nature, we also have to take the responsibility of caring for nature as well.
The southern birds are moving northwest with the climate change, but they can't quite handle the cool weather that we experience. The Rocky Mountain Raptor program is doing what they can to help these birds in rehabilitation, but they always need more volunteers.
It's great because I also feel like I'm helping out. I'm helping them, I'm helping the environment, I'm helping teach people.
To volunteer, you can check out their website at www.rmrp.org.
The certain type of bird that the Rocky Mountain Raptor program has seen is the Mississippi kite. It's traveled all the way from the south up to Colorado. A few of the birds are in rehab at the Raptor program. Our weather anchor, Austin Harley, is in the Weather Center right now. He'll have the latest updates coming right up.
And the historic Aggie A got painted this weekend, and CTV got a time-lapse of it. We'll show you after the break, so stay tuned.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Welcome back from the break. A hot one today led to a hot one this evening as well. Still pretty warm outside. Plenty of people out and about on the IM fields, and we're going to see those warm conditions that we saw today continue into tomorrow. Let's see what you need to pack as you're heading out the door for your Thursday morning tomorrow. Basically the same thing you wore today. If you were rocking the bro tank, the shorts, and the flip-flops today, wear them again tomorrow because it's going to be pretty similar. A shirt, shorts, flip-flops or sandals, and some sunglasses will definitely be needed as you're heading out the door tomorrow. Let's look at your day planner. Here's why you're going to need those. Sunny skies all throughout the day. Do you remember today? That sun all day long. We even forecasted mostly sunny this afternoon, just a few very small clouds. Basically the same tomorrow except for 2 degrees warmer. We hit 83 today. We're headed to 85 tomorrow afternoon. So you're definitely going to want to get that those sunglasses. And if you are going to be outside for an extended period of time, water and sunscreen is going to be needed as well. Here's your outlook for the entire state for tomorrow. Maybe you're headed away from Fort Collins, headed down to Denver, a degree warmer there. You're not even going to get much relief in the mountains tomorrow. Look at this, mid-70s all across the mountain ranges tomorrow. Grand Junction 87, and look at this sun. A upper level high pressure system has set up over the entire southwestern United States, completely knocking out any chances for thunderstorms and making everyone very warm. We're about 15 degrees above average right now. Looking towards the rest of the week, that heat will be on the continuance chain. That's not a word, but Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all going to continue to be very warm with temperatures reaching 86 degrees on Friday. And look, here's your average high over the next 5 days, 71. We're going to be 14 degrees warmer than normal on Friday. There is some relief on the way. A system is developing off the Pacific Northwest right now, and bringing plenty of rain to Seattle and Portland. It's very slow moving. Think about that. It's in Washington, and it's going to take at least 5 days to get here. So by Monday, we'll be having some rainfall move into our region, and I suspect that that 70-degree temperature for Monday could drop significantly lower than that. We'll keep you updated as we go through the week. Check out the Collegian Weather blog every morning. Patrick and Kay, back to you.
Thank you so much, Austin. Up next, our new sports anchor, Olivia, is in the Trophy Lounge. She'll update us on CSU sports.
We'll be right back after the break, so stay tuned.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Our new sports anchor, Olivia, is in the Trophy Lounge right now.
Olivia, what's new in sports? I hear we got a big game this weekend.
It's definitely a big game, Patrick. But first, the Lady Rams just keep on rising.
Following a 3-0 weekend, the volleyball team jumped one spot to number 7 in the AVCA division. Colorado State earned wins last weekend over number 18 Arizona State, Pepperdine, and North Carolina Central. CSU's ranking is its highest since October of 2004. Marley Reynolds helped guide the Rams to those wins, earning herself the title of Mountain West Women's Volleyball Player of the Week. This makes the second consecutive week a CSU player has earned the honor. CSU's cross country is also in the rankings this season. Approaching this weekend's competition, the men's rank 7th in the Mountain region, while the women's rank 8th. The Rams are scheduled to compete in the Roy Grieg Invitational in St. Paul, Minnesota on Saturday. This is an important meet for the Rams while they look to build off their times and score for the 3rd time in a meet this season. In football news, the Rams will take on Boston College this Saturday. With so many recent injuries, it's hard to tell just what CSU will bring to the table against the team. Starting center Jake Bennett, possibly out for the season suffering a knee injury, the Rams have some holes to fill. They do have some options, however. Returner Ty Sambrio, who suffered a knee injury at the home opener, is expected to return and replace Bennett. Other previously injured players that return to practice on Tuesday include Josh Levengood, Kevin Davis, and Jake Schlager. These players are expected to reappear in action against Boston College Saturday. The Rams aren't the only ones facing troubles lately. The NFL hasn't had much luck with their players' off-field time. Many suspensions and even releases have recently been issued to many of the players, with issues such as child abuse, domestic violence, assault, DUIs, and many more. Critics and even upset fans accuse the NFL of not upholding many of their players accountable and not upholding to what's fair. A handful of players were arrested for numerous charges since 2005 still find themselves suiting up on Sundays. It brings forth the question, is the NFL really bringing complete justice? Domestic violence ranks as one of the NFL's biggest off-the-field problems, with only DUIs ahead of that. It's hard to say which direction the NFL will handle many of the players' misbehaviors, but it's safe to say they have some cleaning up to do. Back to you, Patrick and Kay.
Thank you, Olivia. Good luck to the Rams this weekend against Boston College.
Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight. Check out other stories on collegian.com.
We'll leave you with a time lapse of the painting of the A. Have a great night, Rams.
Good night.